Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important concept in C, that is arrays. Before getting started with this concept, I would first like you to know why the concept of arrays was introduced in C. For this, let us consider an example. Suppose you are working in a software firm and your manager assigns you a task of writing a program to store all the employee IDs of the employee present in the company. And let us say the number of employees present in your company is more than 1000. So in this case, you have to write a program which stores all the employee IDs of more than 1000 employees present in the company. Since you have to store the data of more than 1000 employees, that means you need to have more than 1000 variables in your program to store the values. As you can notice, it is not practically possible for us to create more than 1000 variables all with different names and then we assign the value to each of the variable. To address this problem, the concept of arrays was introduced in C. Now let us dive into the concept of arrays. So what is an array? An array is a collection of homogeneous elements. The term homogeneous means same. So it is a collection of same kind of elements. Same type of elements doesn't mean all the elements have the same value. It means the type of all the elements is same. Suppose an array is an integer array, then that array will have all the elements as integers. Now let us see how this array can be used to solve our problem. We will define an array variable and we will also define the size of that variable. Size here means the number of elements that can be present inside the array. If I define an array variable with size 10, that means it can store a total of 10 elements. In this way, we can define a single variable and store many number of elements in it. So let us look at the structure of array first and later we will discuss the syntax. As we know, whenever we declare a variable, there is a memory block created for that variable in RAM. Similarly, when we declare an array with some size, then that many blocks will be created for that array in main memory. In our example, we have created an array of size 5. So there are totally 5 blocks allotted for that array in main memory. In each block, a value can be stored. So totally 5 values can be stored in this array of size 5. Each block in an array is assigned some index value to it. The index value in C always starts with the number 0. So the first block's index will be 0, second block's index will be 1 and so on. The index values in an array are very important for us to access any block of the array. For example, if I want to access the third block in an array, then I will mention the name of the array and within the square bracket I will mention the index number, that is 2. In this way, we can access any block of the array using the index number. Now let me demonstrate you the working of an array with an example program. First, let us see the syntax of an array. To declare an array, first we have to mention the data type. For example, we'll consider an integer array. So the data type will be an integer. So first I have to write int, and after that I have to give a name to that array. The naming convention will be similar to that of a variable. That means we can give any name to this array. So let us give a, and after this I have to open a square bracket, and inside this square bracket I have to mention the size of the array. Let us consider the size of array as 5, and then we have to close the square bracket and terminate it with a semicolon. So this is how an array can be declared. So this is an integer array of size 5. Now let us store some values inside this array. I write a of 0, that means in its first location I will store some value. Similarly, I'll fill out all the locations of this array. Since the size of this array is 5, so there can be indices starting from 0 to 4. So there are total 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in this way, we can store the values. Now, let us try to print the value of this array onto the screen. So we'll write printf %id, and since I have to print the first value, I'll write a of 0. I'll write /n here as well, so that every element gets printed on the next line. Now let us compile and run to see the result. So as you can see, the value has been stored inside the array and every value has been printed on the screen. These are the index numbers which specify the block location inside an array. So this is how we can use an array to store elements in it. As you can see, there are too many printf statements and too many assignment statements over here. To improvise this code, I can make use of the loop concepts here. So let us see how we can use loops to improve this code. And let us take the values dynamically here. That means we'll use the scanf function. Let me declare a variable I for the use of loop. So I'll write for I equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. And I'll write scanf %ld, comma, ampersand of a of I. So what will happen here is the value will be scanned for 5 times, and depending on the value of I, on that particular memory location, the variable or the value that we assign will be stored here. So in this way, we can take input for all the 5 locations. Now let us try to print this in the same way. For I equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. And write printf %ld, comma, a of 5. Right. So let us try to print this. And here let us add /n so that each value will be printed on a separate line. Compile and run. So we have to enter the values here. 2, 3, 54, 6, 11. So as you can see, after 11, the values 2, 3, 54, 6 and 11 has been printed again on the screen. So this is how the concept of array works. This concept of array can be used for any data type. Here we have used integer. The same thing can be applied to character, float, double and any kind of data type. I hope From this video, you have understood the working of an array, and in the next video, we'll talk about a two-dimensional array. Thank you for watching.